Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Alex Taylor here. Happy New Year. Hope you're enjoying 2020 so far. So today I wanted to bring you 2 tips to improve your sight reading. Now, if you're a musician, then chances are you've done some auditions, and chances are those auditions have included sight reading. And I know sight reading can be a pretty nerve-wracking experience for a lot of people, and it certainly has been for me. So today I wanted to bring you 2 tips that will hopefully help you out with your sight reading. So, the first tip, it's not from me, it's actually something I learned from my former teacher, Damondre Thurman, a man who really needs no introduction. I mean, world-renowned euphonium player, world-renowned teacher. If you don't know who he is, then you should. And so, what Damondre says about approaching sight reading is that the first thing you need to do is you need to establish the pulse. You need to find your sense of pulse in a piece. And the reason for that is the pulse is really the essence of what the music is. Now, you may be familiar with an acronym related to sight reading called STARS. So this is a very old school sight reading acronym. And STARS is short for signature, as in key signature, then time signature, then accidentals, then rhythm, and finally signs, such as codas and whatnot. So STARS is essentially suggesting that you approach it in that order. And that is one way to approach sight reading. But essentially what Damondre is saying is that you need to establish a pulse first. So in other words, instead of looking at the key signature first when you're sight reading, you should look at the time signature and the rhythms first. And the reason for this is because, you know, when you're sight reading, you're not going to miss every single note. You'll probably miss some notes, but you'll probably get more right notes than wrong notes. Okay? But if your time is off, if you have no sense of pulse, then, you know, that's going to be really wrong. You know, that's going to be more wrong than just missing a few notes. Okay? I mean, imagine if you're sight reading and a piece is in cut time, but you're playing it in 4/4, or you just have no sense of time at all and you're rushing and dragging everything. Well, that might not even sound like the music. You know, and that's a lot worse than just playing E flat when you're supposed to play E natural or something like that. So that's your first tip, is to first establish a sense of pulse. And then another tip coming from me is that you should make sure that you look at the entire piece of music. You know, use however much time you have, you know, whether that's a minute or 30 seconds, to look at everything you can. Make sure you take in a wide swath of the music. And I understand that there are going to be certain sections that are going to be harder than others. And that's okay. You may need to devote more time on a certain section. But don't spend the entire time on a certain section and then miss the other parts. And then, you know, let something that you thought would be easy kind of trip you up. So there you have it. 2 tips to improve your sight reading. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And that's it.